Paragraph formatted text. This is a game changer because astronomers have hit the jackpot. This is their dream come true. A new chapter in astronomy has opened up. Now, the holy grail of astronomy is to find the closest Earth-like twin, a doppelganger in outer space, and now we've nailed it. Life on Proxima b has been discovered, and it's unlike anything we've imagined. The James Webb Telescope has spotted something extraordinary, signs of survival in a world of scorching heat and endless darkness. Proxima b, just 25 light-years away, is a place where half the planet is always blazing hot while the other side is eternally frozen. Let us see what mysteries this twilight world reveals, because what we've found is only the beginning. Between scorching heat and eternal darkness, Proxima b is a place that's only 30% larger than our Earth. Its host star, Proxima Centauri, isn't anything like the blazing ball of fire we see every day. On this planet, the year is a blink of an eye, just 11 days long. It's so close to its star that you could practically give Proxima Centauri a high five if you were standing on Proxima b's rocky surface. Just 7 million kilometers separate the two, which is less than 5% of the distance from Earth to our Sun. The result? Proxima b endures extreme conditions. Yet, there's a secret beneath its harsh surface that could change everything we know about distant worlds. This place is what scientists call tidally locked. One side of the planet always faces its star, soaking up relentless heat, while the other side is locked in eternal night, colder than an Arctic winter. It's like living on a stove, one side boiling and the other side freezing. It makes you wonder if anything could survive in such a hostile environment. Even if liquid water might be hanging around in the tempered zone between day and night, the rest of the planet? Forget about it. And it's not just about extreme temperatures. The planet has to deal with some pretty wild activity from its star. Proxima Centauri likes to throw tantrums, massive flares that can fry anything in their path. Imagine solar flares 100 times stronger than what we get from our sun. If you're some little microbe trying to eke out an existence, good luck. The radiation alone would make surviving a monumental challenge. Despite all this, the planet still has people dreaming. Why? Because it's close, it's intriguing, and it's different from anything we've ever known. It offers a peek at what might be possible. A chance that maybe, just maybe, life has found a way to adapt to these brutal extremes. If life exists there, it would be some of the toughest, most resilient stuff out there. It makes us think about what life really needs to survive and what's just a luxury. Exploring the planet isn't just about finding life. It's about understanding the wild diversity of planets that exist in our universe. Not every world gets a cozy Earth-like setup. Some places challenge the very definition of a habitable planet, and the James Webb Space Telescope is letting us see these places like never before. This world has gone from being just a blip on a star chart to a detailed world with landscapes and possibilities we're still trying to understand. The idea of getting there is still very much in the realm of science fiction. At our current pace, using the technology we have, it would take thousands of years to reach this world. But there are ambitious ideas on the table, like Breakthrough Starshot, which aims to send tiny laser-propelled probes to Proxima Centauri in just a couple of decades. Imagine shooting a small probe across the stars at a fifth of the speed of light. If it works, we could get data back in our lifetimes, a first peek at a whole new world just beyond our solar system. The dream of interstellar travel isn't just about science, it's about us. It's about the questions that have driven us since we first looked up at the stars and wondered if we're alone. This world might not be the perfect second Earth, in fact, it might be downright terrifying. But it represents a new frontier, a challenge, a mystery. As long as there are mysteries out there, humanity will keep searching. The planet's discovery has given rise to both hope and questions. What would it take to survive there? How would humans adapt to such extremes? Imagine landing on the planet, a place with one side perpetually scorched by the heat of Proxima Centauri and the other side frozen solid. The narrow band between these two extremes, known as the Terminator line, might be the only place where conditions are somewhat manageable. This region, a twilight zone of sorts, could be where we might find any signs of life. The Terminator line would be a place of eternal dusk, caught between blinding sunlight and absolute darkness. It's fascinating to consider how organisms could adapt to such a narrow strip of livable space. The key to survival, if life exists there, would likely be adaptation beyond anything we've ever seen. Microbes might cling to the Terminator line, taking advantage of both the heat and the cold to survive. Life might burrow deep underground to escape the worst of the radiation or develop some sort of shielding mechanism against the intense solar flares. These are just speculations, of course, but they highlight the extraordinary adaptability that life might need to survive. Even if we never find life there, this planet is still an invaluable piece of the cosmic puzzle. It helps us understand the limits of habitability. What makes a planet livable? Is it just the presence of water, or is it something more? This world challenges us to expand our definition of what a habitable world can be. It forces us to think about environments that are radically different from our own and how life might thrive there despite the odds. Proxima b may be extreme, but there's still hope for life. Its habitable zone is much closer to its star than the Sun's habitable zone is to our Sun. This means that the planet, despite being so close to its star, is in a position where liquid water could theoretically exist. It's a precarious balance, close enough to get the warmth needed for liquid water but not so close that the planet is completely scorched. This balance is part of what makes it so intriguing. It's a planet that seems to teeter on the edge of habitability, and that makes it an exciting target for study. The data collected by the James Webb Space Telescope could also help us learn more about the surface conditions. Is there liquid water? Are there signs of complex chemistry that might indicate the presence of life? These are the kinds of questions that scientists are eager to answer. Even if the answers are no, that doesn't mean this world isn't worth studying. Every piece of information we gather about this planet helps us refine our understanding of how planets form and evolve and what makes a world suitable for life. The potential for life isn't just about microbes clinging to a narrow band of twilight. It's also about the resilience of life itself. Life as we know it has a way of adapting to extreme environments. On Earth, we found organisms living in boiling hot springs, in the frozen depths of Antarctica, and even in the radioactive ruins of Chernobyl. If life can adapt to those extremes, who's to say it couldn't find a way to survive on this distant planet? The challenges are immense, from the vast distance to the extreme conditions on the planet itself. But that hasn't stopped people from dreaming. Projects like Breakthrough Starshot are exploring ways to make interstellar travel a reality. The idea is to use powerful lasers to propel tiny probes to a significant fraction of the speed of light, allowing them to reach Proxima Centauri in just a few decades. These probes would be able to take pictures, gather data, and send it back to Earth, giving us our first close-up look at an exoplanet in another star system. If Breakthrough Starshot or a similar project succeeds, it would be a monumental achievement. For the first time, we would be able to explore another star system, not just with telescopes but with actual spacecraft. The data we could gather could change our understanding of the universe and our place in it. Even if we don't find life, the mere act of exploring another world is a testament to human curiosity and ingenuity. The journey to this distant world is still a long way off, but the steps we're taking now are laying the groundwork for future exploration. The James Webb Space Telescope is giving us a clearer picture of what's out there, and projects like Breakthrough Starshot are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. It's an exciting time for space exploration, and this planet is at the forefront of that excitement. This planet is more than just a distant place. It's a symbol of our desire to explore, to understand, and to push the limits of what we know. It's a reminder that there is still so much out there to discover and that the universe is full of surprises. Whether we ever find life or not, the journey of exploration is worth it. It's a journey that takes us beyond our own world and into the vast, uncharted expanse of the cosmos. As we learn more about it, we may find answers to some of our biggest questions, or we may find even more mysteries to solve. Either way, it has captured our imagination and will continue to inspire us as we look to the stars and dream of what might be out there. Life on this distant world might be a long shot, but the quest to find out is one of the most exciting endeavors of our time. It challenges us to think beyond our own planet, to consider the possibilities of life in the universe, and to push the boundaries of our technology and understanding. This world may be a harsh, unforgiving place, but it is also a beacon of hope, a sign that there is still so much more to explore and that the universe is far bigger, stranger, and more wonderful than we can imagine. In between these two extremes lies a narrow strip called the Terminator Zone, where light and dark meet in constant twilight. This is the spot everyone is talking about, a place where conditions might not be too hot or too cold, where things might just be right for something to live. The idea that life could be hanging out in this narrow twilight band is fascinating, if not a bit strange. This isn't a lush rainforest or an endless ocean. It's a thin strip, a literal line where temperatures might be mild enough for liquid water to exist. Imagine life squeezed into this borderland, with a blazing sun on one side and pitch-black cold on the other. The thought alone is both exciting and kind of terrifying. But before we get carried away dreaming about little green aliens thriving in the twilight, let's take a hard look at what this world is really dealing with. For starters, its star, Proxima Centauri, is no gentle giant. It's a red dwarf, which means it's much cooler and smaller than our sun, but that doesn't mean it's calm. This star is known for its intense temper, throwing out powerful flares of radiation that make it anything but welcoming. These stellar flares could easily strip a planet of its atmosphere or bombard its surface with enough radiation to make life nearly impossible. Any potential life clinging to the twilight zone would need to be incredibly resilient, capable of surviving conditions akin to a nuclear disaster. The twilight zone on Proxima b might hold the key to survival. Could life exist in this thin strip of balance? Proxima b's terminator zone is a mystery. Microbes on Earth survive in radioactive zones, and bizarre creatures thrive in the deep ocean where sunlight never reaches. Maybe, just maybe, this distant world could host similar extremophiles, organisms that laugh in the face of extreme conditions. Life, if it exists, could be something wildly different from anything we know, adapting to alien chemistry that doesn't play by our familiar rules. To figure out if this bizarre world could actually host life, scientists are focusing their hopes and telescopes on it. When the planet passes in front of its star, some of the light filters through its atmosphere, if it even has one. That's the moment to catch clues about what chemicals are present. Is there oxygen, methane, or water vapor? These are the kinds of things that might point to life, or at least give us a reason to dig deeper. But detecting these elements wouldn't guarantee anything is alive out there, just an intriguing hint. Beyond telescopes, even more ambitious plans are on the table. If everything goes perfectly, we could get an up-close view of this world within a few decades. The thought of seeing actual images of that twilight strip, of figuring out if there's something clinging to life between the extremes, is mind-blowing. The whole situation isn't just about finding out whether we're alone in the universe, though that's certainly a big part of it. It's also about rethinking what it means for a planet to be habitable. For a long time, scientists assumed life needed Earth-like conditions, a stable temperature, lots of liquid water, and a friendly atmosphere. This world challenges all of that. It's not a comfortable Earth 2.0, it's a planet that's half burning, half freezing, with a star ready to lash out at any moment. If life can exist there, even in a thin band of twilight, it means we need to broaden our idea of what's possible. Maybe planets we've written off before because they seem too harsh deserve a second look. The James Webb Space Telescope is just getting started, and it's going to take a lot more observation to even get a sense of whether this planet could support life. Even if we find signs of a potentially habitable environment, that's still not proof. We'd need to detect something really specific, like unmistakable markers of biological activity, to confidently say there might be life there. The road ahead is long, but every small discovery gets us closer. This distant planet story is as much about us as it is about the planet itself. It's a story of curiosity, of pushing boundaries, and of refusing to settle for easy answers. The fact that we're even considering the possibility of life on a planet this extreme speaks to the resilience of life itself, and our own determination to understand the universe. Maybe this world is teeming with hardy little microbes in that twilight zone, or maybe it's a desolate world with nothing but rock and ice. Either way, the journey to figure it out is teaching us something about the universe's potential, and about our own capacity to explore the unknown. As we keep peering through telescopes, sending out probes, and dreaming of the stars, this world stands as a reminder of just how much we've yet to learn. It's a planet of contradictions, burning and freezing, light and dark. But within those contradictions lies a mystery worth unraveling. Whether we find life or not, the quest itself expands our understanding of what it means to be part of this vast, strange cosmos. And maybe, just maybe, one day we'll know if something's out there clinging to that narrow twilight edge, proving once again that life, in all its forms, can be far stranger and more adaptable than we ever imagined.